So instead of just doing a follow-up on this evaporative cooler install, I'm actually going to do a review. It's a MasterCool MCP44 window air conditioner. It doesn't come with this cover. This is an extra piece you have to buy. And you can review my other video as far as installation, but I'll go over the changes I made and the pros and cons. First off, we pretty much always keep it on low. We're on well water here, so the water's cold, and on low it can bring the house from 92 outside to 68, 69 in the house. Some of the negatives are the wind. As you can see, my son's computer is set up right in front of it. We had it over to the side till the game room's done, but it can get really cold sitting here. And the vortex design, it does kind of blow the air out in weird directions, but as far as the evaporative cooler is concerned, it works awesome. But let's go take a look at the negatives. I would call this a major negative. Basically what I had to do is, when I first installed it, I had this flush up against the wall, and I actually had it sticking out on the inside. But part of the problem with all that, besides the fact that when the Miller moths came out, they were climbing in through the medium, and we're getting like 50 or so a day coming in through this, until I realized it was this, and I put a screen over it. So the fact that it's not designed to have some kind of screen on it, a major negative. If you're in an area where I guess there's no bugs, it's fine, but it's basically like having an open window, because the holes in the medium is so big that I don't know if you've seen how big Miller moths are, but they're like an inch. I mean, they're not small, and they climb through here no problem. So what I ended up doing was adding a 2x4 frame around the outside to bring it out, caulking along that edge, because the moths were even able to get in between, you know, here and in the wall, and they would climb through the wall and then come in. So not just go through this, but through the wall. I cut a groove, which I stuck a piece of wood in, so that the screen is actually going down inside a groove, and then I just strapped it all on with this. I haven't been able to find an actual any kind of screen, but how this is hooked up outside for me is really simple, because I have a spigot down here, and all you do is you run water to it, and everything else is on the inside. So now that I have it almost flush up against the wall inside here, I can caulk this to make sure nothing can come in around the outside of it. The other issue I ran into is how this cover clips on. It's not designed to be up against the wall, because if I push this all the way on, I can't get my fingers behind it to be able to pull this clip up to be able to remove it. So when I put it on right now, I just fit it on and make sure there's room so that it's not actually all the way on. In the winter time, it does allow a ton of air in. I built a 2-inch foam cover that actually went over top of this to try and keep the air out, as well as masking taping around it just to keep, you know, drafts out. In hindsight, this thing works awesome. The evaporative cooler works awesome, but if I knew what I know now, I would have not got a window unit and mounted it like this. I would have got one for the roof, or one that mounts on the side of the house, even though those big boxy ones that look like air conditioners are ugly. Well, mine looks ugly now too, with the screen and all that stuff on it. So I would definitely have bought that style unit instead of this.